What's good, world? It is Thursday, and I am on the road in my city, and of course, I'll let y'all see it. Nothing but traffic in H-Town, as always. But I'm here today just to drop a little knowledge and to sign off for a while. I am going to start the blackout. Midweek pickups are gonna be on blackout just to kind of refresh myself, refresh my mind and everything. My pastor taught me this past Sunday, and it really did hit me. But he was saying, we have to be conscious of what we put in our brains, and I know a lot of you may be just like me, but with the phone, it's like a third hand, if you will, because it's always in my hand. No matter what, I'm checking social media. I'm looking at things that, sometimes make me mad. And sometimes, it's cool, but you're just in everybody's business, basically. But some of the negativity that's all on there or whatever, sometimes we don't need that in our life, and we don't even need to see it. So I want to try and work on what I'm putting into my head versus, just trying to cleanse myself of some of the worldly negativity that goes on with this past election. A lot of people's emotions were running high. My bad, the wheel is like super shaking. I have my phone on the wheel. But emotions were running super high. And I realized yesterday, when I was on my own rants or whatever, talking about how, upset I was or upset other people were and everything like that. After a while, after I really realized it and I looked at it, we're becoming something that we shouldn't be, because we're labeling, we're judging people just because of what they believe in, who they voted for, even though, we all have our own opinions, and that's good, we're supposed to. But when it gets to the point to where sometimes people are looking at you and you've been friends with them forever, and they looking at you and they're contemplating deleting you off of their page just because of your political stance, that's when you kind of know that it's getting a little bit too devious, if you will. And it's just not with politics. It's, religion, and other people come in and think that they can spew filth on your page or say some things to you, and sometimes we just don't need that type of thing in our lives, and negativity is the main thing that we need to try and get ourselves away from. This past month, I've been going through some things myself, stressing, and I didn't even know I was stressing. I was just, stressing myself, thinking about things that I shouldn't be thinking about on a constant, thinking about positive outcomes versus negative incomes, and just making my brain go at a constant flux. And, it's making me sick, and I didn't realize it, but now I do. And it's just like I tell y'all, I'm a work in progress as well. I'm not sitting up here trying to pretend that I have all the answers, or I know exactly what's going on, or I can tell you this and that, and my word is solid bond. I'm not doing that. I'm here because I, as just as much as I try and help other people, I need help too. So not only is this therapeutical, it is something that is helping others, it's helping me, and it's making me grow as a person. So that's why I want to take the little blackout and take the little break, so I can recharge my mind and get some of this ignorance and filth out of it, And again, I'm going to post for my business at all times, Everybody, just don't be discouraged. Don't get discouraged. Don't let anything that's going on in your life anchor you, because that's our main thing. My main thing is I think about people so much. I want to help people so much, and I worry about people. I worry about things that are going on, and I'm trying to find the answers for them so I can give it to them, or so I can have the answers at every point in time. But that's not my job. That's not for me. I'm not supposed to have all the answers. at every time. I'm supposed to be able to give advice. Yes, I'm supposed to be able to, if I can, and if God puts it in me, I'm supposed to be able to steer people in the right direction. But it's not for me to worry about everybody constantly, because then I can't worry about myself, and then my health will start deteriorating. And I want you to know that too. You can't do that, because you'll be hurting yourself. You're stressing yourself out, and then you see the person, and then they might not be worried about it like you are. So don't put anything extra on your plate that you don't have to. Be there for people, but don't put yourself all the way in to them. You know what I'm saying? Put yourself in their shoes, but don't try and put yourself into their soul, so you can get the hurt that they're getting at the same time. You have to, when somebody comes to you like that, you have to be the strong pillar of strength for them, because that's what they're looking for you for. And you can't do that if you constantly are worried about them or worrying about what's going to happen next. That's when you become hypocritical, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't sit up here and tell y'all and pretend like everything's always all good with me, because it's not, because I'm human. It's life. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna keep happening no matter what. If I died right now, time's not gonna stop for a millisecond for everybody to be like, oh my God, let me get to him and see. No, it's gonna keep going. And that's what we have to remember in life. No matter how bad things are, no matter how down you get, no matter how bad you feel that you may be helping somebody and you feel that that person will never do the same thing for you ever. And you may know this in your heart, but don't let that change who you are. You know what I'm saying? Still help, still be that person, still let them come to you. Don't let them take advantage, but you know what it is. You know if somebody only comes around when tragedy strikes, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of person they are, but that person is still coming to you. So it's your duty, it's your job, and as God's children, you know what I'm saying, following Jesus Christ and everything, it's our job to still be there for people, even though they might not be there for us, even though they may be using us for that point in time so they can get through something, and then you won't hear from them for months at a time or weeks at a time until something else goes wrong. Hey, that's still cool. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to cut everybody out of your life just because they act like that. You can still be that pillar for people in the time that they need it, because maybe that's your purpose. Maybe that's why God has you here. Maybe that's what God wants you to do. Somebody who's there when someone needs them. Period. You don't have to talk every day. You don't have to sit up there and pretend like, oh, that's my best friend. I know everything that they going through. I knew what they had for breakfast 2 days. You don't have to do that, because real friendship and real family is way more than just talking every day or knowing every aspect or seeing what's going on Facebook and watching what happens on Snapchat. It's way more than that. I have friends that I may not see for months at a time. May not talk to for 2 weeks at a time on the phone. That doesn't mean that I have any less love for them. All that means is we're grown, we're busy. Things happen. I might not have to talk to you every day, but when I do get you in front of my face, when we do get to fellowship and talk, it's like we never went anywhere. We the same friendship, same bonds, maybe even stronger because you've been away for a while, or just to catch up. But always remember, find your purpose in life, enjoy it, know what it is. Don't let it become a burden to you, because it's still going to be there. Because if that's the gift that God gave you, He's not going to take it away from you just because you feel like, hey, it's getting a little rough, I'm tired of doing this, nobody cares. No, God gave you a gift for a reason, and you're going to use it, because He's going to keep putting those type of situations in your face, in your area, in your aura. So you're going to have to use it. It just all depends on how your mindset and how your thinking is. And sometimes, really, on the real, we have to think more like God. We have to think more you know what I'm saying, like Jesus, so our eyes can be opened more. We can see things better. We can see what's coming to hurt us, what's coming to help us. And, you know, like I said before, avoid some things. So I'm going to go on and end this because I didn't think I was going to talk this long. But just remember, even through this blackout stage, you know, I pray for everybody who watches this. I pray for people who don't watch this. You know, I want the best for all of my friends, everybody that's doing something, everybody that's trying to become something, trying to, you know, just make a better way. I'm praying for you every day, bro. Every day, sis. No matter who you are, you know what I'm saying? Even if I don't know you, I still say a prayer for you. Just because I want everybody to succeed. I don't want people falling on their face, struggling, looking for food to eat. I want all my people at the top, you know what I'm saying? And if one of us gets there before the other one, I expect the one that's there to extend the ladder so the rest of us can climb up the ladder. Because if I get up top first, you best believe I'm gonna have ladders surrounding me, ropes, you know what I'm saying, bungee cords, you know, just in case somebody fall, my bungee cord can snatch them right back up to the top. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm on. I want to make my circle the best, period. And then once I make my circle the best, we can make our community the best. We can make the city better. We can make the world better. And I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. You understand the power of positivity, the power of God, what he can do with you, through you. So always remember, you got goals to accomplish before December 31st. Accomplish those goals. Remember, you might not see me every day, every week, or every Wednesday, but you still got stuff to do. I still got stuff to do. Let's get it done. God first, always. God first, family second. Everything else will follow. Y'all have a good one. I will see y'all on Midweek Pickup in January. I don't know what date it is, but I'll see y'all in January. Peace out.